Okay, these are fairly typical Surds questions. It's important to know how to do these. The first question is a type called rationalizing the denominator, where you're not allowed to have, well, you can have a root on the as the denominator, but generally it's preferred that you have an integer as the denominator and a positive integer. So how are we going to take this fraction and turn it into a fraction where the denominator is positive? That's essentially what we're going to do, and then it will end up being of this form. But whenever you see something over root something, generally what you need to do is this process called rationalizing the denominator. So in the same way that 2/3 is equal to 4/6 is equal to 20/30ths, we're going to take the fraction and multiply, that's a 6 by the way, top and bottom, so we end up with an equivalent fraction. So what can you multiply root 5 by to end up with a whole number? The most sensible thing would be root 5. So we multiply top and bottom by root 5. Or maybe if I write it in this way, that would be better. Instead of writing it as multiplied by, because I am multiplying by 1, but this might confuse people if I write it that way. It might be easier to say that we multiply this by root 5. We multiply the top by root 5. And if you multiply root 5 by root 5, you end up with 5. If you multiply root 5 by 10, you end up with 10 times root 5. And now we can cancel. 10 and 5 cancel to leave 2 and 1. And 2 root 5 over 1 is the same as 2 root 5. And we've done what the question asked, k being 2. So for the second one, this is another typical Surd question. We've got to expand the brackets. 5 plus root 3 squared. Some people might write this as 25 plus 3, and therefore 28. That's not correct. The way to expand 5 plus root 3 squared, you have to remember that it's 5 plus root 3 times 5 plus root 3. And then use whatever method you want for multiplying out brackets, first outside, inside, last, or whatever. So we get 5 times 5. We get 5 times root 3. We get 5 times root 3. What am I talking about? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 5 times root 3 again. And we get root 3 times root 3, which is 3. Now, let's put the whole numbers together. There's 25 and there's 3. That makes 28. And let's put the surds together. We've got 5 times root 3, and we've got another 5 lots of root 3, which makes 10 root 3. And that's our answer.